Most people think that if gardening starts to hurt, the answer is to garden less. That's the wrong answer. The University of Minnesota, which is a great resource for cold climate gardeners, states that there are more musculoskeletal injuries in people over 60 than any other age group. Not beginners, not people doing it wrong, the most experienced gardeners we have. And when you look at why it happens, it's almost never the plants. It's us getting into positions on the hard ground we can't get up from. It's lifting too heavy of things. It's bending too low for too long. Tasks that we've done hundreds of times, suddenly it's taking 2 days for us to recover from. I'm talking with 64 years of experience here, and this is the first year it's really hitting me. That's what this whole series is about.
I'm not here to tell you to garden less. I'm here to help you figure out how to garden smarter so we can both keep doing this for another 20 years, because honestly, that's my goal. Today, we're starting with the big picture. 10 pain points, 10 fixes. Some of them cost money. A lot of them cost nothing. All of them are real. And over the next 9 videos in this series, I'm going to go deep on every single one for you and for me. First, a quick framing piece, because I think it will help us understand why this happens to us oldies before we get into the fix. As we get older, a few things change physically that directly affect how we garden. No kidding. Grip strength decreases, usually starting in our 50s and continuing gradually from there. Mine at 64 is vastly limited this year, and I need to work differently. Balance is becoming less automatic. The little micro corrections our bodies make on uneven ground get slower and less reliable. Joint flexibility changes, especially knees, hips, and lower back. Hello, yes, pain relievers are needed every single night. And recovery time increases, which means the same task that felt fine on Saturday might still be aching on Monday. None of that could possibly mean you or I will stop gardening. It means the way we garden has to evolve a little. The good news is that almost every pain point on this list has a direct practical fix. Let's go through them. Pain point 1, bending. This is the big one. Most traditional gardening, weeding, planting, harvesting, requires bending forward from the waist repeatedly for extended periods. That's exactly the position that causes the most lower back strain. I.e., my back still hurts terribly on Tuesday from bending to plant part of my new pollinator garden on Sunday. My gardening times are a-changing. The fix: raise the work to you, not the other way around. Raised beds at 18 to 24 inches eliminate bending considerably. That's a full video on its own. It's video 3 in this series. Pain point 2, kneeling and getting back up. Getting down is usually fine. Getting back up? That's where people like me get hurt. And a lot of gardening tasks, transplanting, shoveling, close-up weeding, planting small seeds, this seems to require it. The fix: a garden kneeler with handles, not a thin foam pad, an actual kneeler with side handles that you can push against to get yourself back upright. It sounds like a small thing until you've used one. I'm getting mine today. The one I'm ordering is the folding garden kneeler seat. It's listed in the description below. 2 handles, folds flat, rated for adults. It will be worth every dollar if kneeling and getting back up is on your pain point list like it's on mine. Pain point 3, carrying water. A standard watering can holds 2 gallons when full. That's 16.5 pounds. If you're watering 4 beds, you've carried 66 pounds of water before you've done anything else. This fix is obvious. Stop carrying water. Drip irrigation, soaker hoses, and lightweight hoses with a shutoff valve at the end let you water without lifting anything more than a tap handle. I'm covering this in full in video 4. Pain point 4, grip and hand fatigue. Standard tool handles, round, straight, same diameter the whole way, are not designed for grip strength loss or arthritic hands. Repeatedly squeezing and releasing a standard pruner or trowel handle creates cumulative strain that builds up across a gardening session. This fix is tool handle design. Ergonomic tools are designed so that your wrist stays in a neutral position and the grip doesn't require sustained squeezing force. The Keymeyer garden trowel is the one I'm moving to. The rubberized larger grip handle helps with my arthritic hands, and the sawtooth side will assist getting through the harder roots. I'll have it linked below. It's the second ergonomic tool I will try now that things have to change. Pain point 5, weed control. Weeding is the number one reason older gardeners quit. Not because the weeds win, they always win eventually, but because the position weeding usually requires is really awful for your back and knees. The fix is two-pronged, the right tool and better timing. A stirrup hoe cuts weeds when they're young and small while you're still completely upright. And mulch, 3 inches of wood chips, suppresses new weeds before they start. I'm going deep on this in video 5. Pain point 6, overhead reach and pruning. Pruning fruit trees, tall shrubs, or anything above shoulder height creates a combination of shoulder strain and balance instability that can be quite risky. The fix, long-handled bypass loppers for most pruning and an honest conversation with yourself about whether tall-growing trees and shrubs really belong in your long-term garden plan. There are beautiful, productive plants that never grow above your reach. We'll talk about those in video 9. Pain point 7, hauling soil, compost, and mulch. A 40-pound bag of garden soil is a 40-pound bag. Carrying it, lifting it out of the car, and hoisting it over a raised bed edge is real physical work, and it's the kind of task that causes acute injuries, not just cumulative soreness. The fix, a wheeled garden cart for moving materials around your property, and a garden supply delivery order for the heavy bags. Many local suppliers will dump a cubic yard of compost or wood chips right where you want it for less than you'd pay buying bags. Pain point 8, unstable paths and fall risk. This one's less glamorous, but probably the most important one on this list. Uneven stepping stones, loose gravel, garden hoses left across paths, and narrow walkways between beds are all real fall hazards. I know this since some of my older garden friends have been visiting, and this is a problem. The fix is a layout conversation. Stable surface, 36 inches wide, nothing loose underfoot, a place to sit every 50 to 75 feet. I have a whole video on this, video 8. Pain point 9, heat and fatigue management. This one overlaps with all the others. Heat fatigue causes errors in judgment, staying out longer than you should, skipping rest, pushing through discomfort. Adults over 65 are more susceptible to heat illness than younger gardeners, and the onset can be faster. The fix is structural: shade in the garden, a seat near the work area, a water bottle you actually bring outside, and a habit of working in the morning before 10 a.m. in July and August. I really struggle with this one. Pain point 10, plant selection and maintenance load. This one is sneaky. The plants you choose at the garden center in May determine how much work you're doing every week from June through October. High maintenance annuals, plants that need frequent dividing, or crops that all ripen at once and require intensive harvest windows, these add up. The fix is intentional plant selection. Perennials over annuals where possible. Native plants that are adapted to your conditions. Varieties selected for less intervention, not just bigger yields. Video 9 in this series is entirely about low maintenance plant choices for Zone 4 gardeners specifically. So that's our map. 10 pain points, 10 solutions. And each one of the next 9 videos in this series goes deep on exactly one of them. Here's the lineup. Video 2, best garden tools for seniors. What to actually buy first in priority order. Video 3, raised beds that save your back. Heights, widths, and what nobody tells you. Video 4, watering made easier. Hoses, drip, and low lift systems. Video 5, weeding without wrecking your joints. Video 6, container gardening for seniors. Video 7, garden hacks that cut your workload in half. Video 8, safer paths, seeding, and layout. Video 9, low maintenance plant choices for Zone 4. And Video 10, the Senior Garden Starter Kit, everything in one place. The tools I mentioned today The garden kneeler with handles and the Keymeyer garden trowel are both linked in the description below. They're the two I'll start with now that I'm building a senior-friendly toolkit from scratch. In the next video, the best garden tools for seniors in the order I will actually buy them. I'm going through categories: pruners, trowel, hoe, hose, kneeler, cart, and I'll tell you exactly what to look for in each one and what makes the ergonomic versions worth the price.
See it? That subscribe button is right below. This series is designed to be watched start to finish, so I hope you'll join me. Until next time, I'm Carol from Almost 2 Acres. Let's get growing. I'll be growing in Zone 4.